What's up, everyone? Alex here. Yes, I've been quite absent from YouTube for a while. I've been having trouble with motivation and finding more stuff to talk about on this channel. That's always been kind of an ongoing problem. It's been weird. I feel like I'm kind of settling in to my genderedness, and there's not really anything more to explore other than revisiting things I've kind of already talked about. So I've been feeling like the channel's content has been getting a little stale. And outside of that, I've just been there's been a lot of stuff going on like lately. Um I had stopped uploading. I had just gotten married around the time I had stopped uploading. Uh, around the time I stopped recording, more like I think I was uploading a couple videos after that, but uh, my upload schedule slowed to a crawl, and then I just stopped recording altogether. I've been going through like financial stuff and just kind of surviving the cold snap right now. I haven't been able to work, but I also don't have like proper heating in my house, so I can't really spend a lot of time in the office. I have to take one of these little heaters to and from the different rooms in my house and like kind of seal off the rooms to keep them warm. And so the office is one that I just don't spend time in right now until it gets warm enough where I don't have to keep the living room hot. Uh, but there's been that. I've been. It's just been just a very dreary 2026. Uh, if you hadn't seen in the Discord server or on Tumblr, one of my cats had died not too long ago. So, I mean, just over a week ago, really. And so I've been kind of dealing with that and the money I had spent on trying to keep her alive uh, just like destroyed us for a time. So there's also been that I've been dealing with, and it's just been messy. But I do want to come back to YouTube for regular content, but taking it in a better direction, because there's not much more to say about myself, but there's still more to say about the overall narrative, the meta narrative of queerness. I can talk about queerness just as a concept. I can talk about more in-depth gendered concepts. I can like react to queer media, or talk about new concepts I've discovered that I thought might be helpful to talk about, and get like my opinion on and stuff. So there's still stuff to talk about. It's just like trying to get the spark back to make content has been difficult, because if it's not one thing, it's something else happening in this house. So it's really just surviving surviving this cold snap, and hopefully getting back into regular content by like March. I have a vague plan on what I want to do for content. I did have a lot of drafted videos, like outlines for videos that I had drafted up, and ideas for things that I wanted to discuss, just kind of piling up, and then I just like never did them. And then I was like, well, what if people are bored? What if people don't want to hear the same old thing over and over? So I've been trying to find a way to kind of make it more interesting and to broaden things. It would help a lot if I could get more people on this channel, like collaboratively, but I don't even think that that is an option. I don't really have much of a support system out here. Uh, like, not many people to reach out to for that kind of thing, but just something different. I need something new and different. Uh, and I haven't been able to figure that out yet. So, my plan is to continue writing. I have ideas for blog posts and essays that I want to, put out there. Still semi-active on the YB3 blog. I've just been distracted by so many other things. It's been wild. And I think once I can get through February, then I think I'm back on track for, uploading content and not having so much to focus on. Like, that's my goal right now, is just surviving. So I don't have a planned date that content's coming back, but soon-ish. I'm definitely going to start planning and scheduling in the next few weeks, and then I think in March is when it'll be back to semi-normal, I'd say. But yeah, I'm still on the blog. I'm still writing. I'm still coming up with ideas. I just need just to kind of settle in. And speaking of settling in, that's where I feel like I am gender-wise. I feel like I've kind of reached a spot where I feel comfortable in my identity, in what my gender is, and really now it's just learning to live as that gender and learning how to kind of settle in and just be myself. And obviously still talk about my personal experiences with gender, but like, I have all the language. Like, I understand how I want to explain how my gender works and all this other stuff, and I feel better equipped for like educating other people on how queer identities work, particularly non-binary identities, multi-gender identities. So I'm in a comfortable spot where like I'm just kind of settling in and getting a feel for everything, because there's not really much more to poke around in. I'm not trying to find any new labels or make any new self-discoveries. I think I'm in a place where like I feel okay. Now it's just what does this mean for me, and how do I access this inner sense of gender? That's kind of a planned essay I had, was talking about accessing one's inner sense of gender, because I talked about the internal and the external gender experience. So I want to dip more into that and talk more about tangentially related genders to my own. Talk about just more Otherin identities, Maverin identities, Apora gender, and everything that can encompass, everything it can be. But that's kind of the only direction I can go in, other than maybe talking more about queer media and queer artists, reaching out and finding things like that to talk about, recommendations and all that. I started doing that in the beginning, and then I realized I don't have like, I don't read a lot, I don't watch a lot of TV, so like there's not a lot that I can say for like queer media. So I kind of gave up on that, but I'd like to get back into that. The YB3 zine I don't think is coming back, but I do like these. I've been posting kind of like journal entries, just a single image that I've drawn, and then a longer post underneath talking about just feelings I have about all kinds of queer related issues and musings and stuff. So I'm definitely going to keep going with that. And otherwise, just kind of dabbling more in my personal hobbies, world building, language learning, um, just keeping up with drawing, and just fun, just non YouTube, non blog related things. Um, that's pretty much it. It's pretty cold in here. I do have this mini heater that's directed on me, and it's still not warm enough because I don't have anything on my feet to, like, I don't have any heat directed at my feet right now. So it's pretty damn cold in here, um, which is part of the reason why I also haven't been going back to the regular YouTube stuff, because I have to sit in the cold office and edit at the computer, and it's just uncomfortable. So I live in my living room right now, just from the living room to the bedroom, and that's kind of it. And I keep the bathroom warm as much as I can. So it's really just getting through this. So anyway, yeah, just get through February, see what happens. I'll be on Tumblr, I'll be on Discord. I want to be more active in those spaces, because I feel like I've kind of just disappeared, and I am kind of isolating myself, and I don't like to do that. I need to reach out more, connect more. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm signing off for now. See you later.